Welcome back, boys. JP's dead.
Hey yo, what is up guys, it's your boy JpBeast back at it again with another fresh YouTube video. And I know I am alive. It's been so long, it's been like 3 months. But yes, I'm back on the grind for YouTube. I'm trying to hit that 10k mark. But yeah, I basically just took a long break. A really long break, but I'm ready to get back into it. So without any further ado, let's get into this tutorial. Alright, so I did lie. This is not going to be a montage, neither a tutorial. This is going to be a Photoshop tutorial. I know it's not what you guys really want, but like a couple of you guys have been asking me like how I make my thumbnails, so here it is. Cause I'm really rusty on Filmora. I tried editing something yesterday and it did not go well at all. But without any further ado, let's get straight into it. Alright, so first of all, you're gonna need Photoshop. If you don't got Photoshop, what you can do is go on YouTube and search up how to get Photoshop for free. Probably won't get a virus. I'm saying probably because if you hit an ad or something and it's not an ad, you might get a virus. But you can use Photopea instead. So if you go on photopea.com, it's like Photoshop but for broke people. You're gonna go back and you're gonna go and hit on Photopea, or this is the same thing. You have file, new, and then this will work. But you want to change, let me go back to Photoshop. You go file, new, and you want to change this to 1920 by 1080 because we want that crispy clean resolution. Alright, so you do that and then you can name it whatever, right? And then you can make the background content white or transparent. It's whatever you want. Hit OK. Alright, so then you're going to want to go to this Google Drive link. It is Hippo Clash's Fortnite Chapter 2 Season 6 thumbnail pack, and it basically has every single thing you need for a thumbnail. And you're gonna want to go onto backgrounds, and then you're gonna want to go day or night. I think I like night. I'm a night type of guy. And then we're gonna find one that you like. Actually, these nights don't look good. I'm gonna go to day. Alright, so then you're gonna want to download it by going to these 3 dots and hitting download. Alright, so then it's gonna download, but then this is not like any other video editor that you like drag it in. You're gonna have to go to file, then place, and then drag number 2 or whatever it's called, and then hold shift on your keyboard and then drag the left side, the top left corner and the bottom right corner, so there's no like white line, so it's like fully using the picture. Alright, now you got this picture, and now we're gonna need to find a Fortnite character or something that you want to put. So if we go to 3D renders and go to new and find a character that you like. Alright, so then you're gonna want to hit download again, and then you go file, place, same thing. Alright, so now we got this render, and now what I like to do, I like to twist it, and I like to like drag it up a little bit. You know, you don't want to keep it like this. This is not gonna make a good thumbnail. You want to make it bigger, so like that big, and you want it to be like coming out, if that makes sense. Like you don't want to have it like dead center and then you can see the edges. You want it to be like on the edge, like so it's like kind of sticking out. But yeah, that's okay right there. And then Control T on your keyboard, Control T will give you this option. Then you can rotate it by doing this, just like dragging your mouse, and then if you hold shift on your keyboard and drag up and down, you can resize it, and like so you can drag it to whatever size you want. And I'm gonna keep it like that for now. Alright, so then we're gonna hit the T icon for the text, and we're gonna type in whatever you want. So I'm just do oh, and the font we're gonna use lemon milk. I mean, that's what I like, lemon milk. You might have to download it, but I have a ton of fonts. And honestly, you could go on Google or YouTube, search up like fonts for thumbnails, and you'll find one that you like. I like lemon milk, so we're gonna type in, I'm just gonna type in tutorial, right? And then you're gonna want to hit control. If you want to drag it, you can hit control on your keyboard and it will give you this little text icon, and you can drag it, and I'm gonna drag it up a little bit, and I'm gonna also change the color to white. I'm gonna have to do control A to highlight it all, and then white like so, and then control T. After you're done, you're gonna want to hit the check mark or it won't let you do anything. And control T, and I'm gonna resize it like so, right? Okay, so now we're gonna want to double click on the Renegade Raider or whatever skin you got. Double click on that, and then we're gonna go on to inner glow and inner shadow. For the inner shadow, you can change this to whatever color you want. So for this one, you gotta pick a vibe that you want, like what type of colors. I think for this one, I'm gonna use like orange and pink, kind of that's gonna be my vibe for the tutorial, whatever. So I'm gonna find an orange that I like, or a little pink. Also, you could just drag it from here and just find a little color that you like so. Alright, so then we can change the blend mode to normal. Normal will make it look like that, and then overlay will make it look a little like more neon-y, I guess. It depends on what type of look you're going for, but you want to change the size, and you can change that up. You can change the choke too, don't change the noise, it makes it like pixelated. So you want to mess with these, and then distance is like how far it is, and then choke. So you just want to mess with these settings until you get something you like. So I think I'm messing with this, and then you can change it to whatever one you want. I think I like the way lighten looks for this one. And I'll have this whole Photoshop like file linked below, so if you just want to copy my settings, you can do that too. So, and you can also change the angle. It doesn't really matter, it's legit what you want to do. So, and if you wanted to copy something, you could open up your thing, right click this and hit copy layer style, and you can paste it onto your character. Anyways, let's get back to this, and then we're gonna go onto outer glow, and you can make this you can keep the screen if you would like, and then you're gonna change this to whatever color you want. So I might try like a little pink and change the size, and you got that little nice pink going. Looks really nice like that. And yeah, and then you can also add a shadow, a drop shadow if you want, and it makes it a little darker. So I changed the distance and put it down a little bit, and I'm going to change the opacity. Opacity is basically like how much it shows. I'm going to change the opacity like so. I'm going to go back to inner shadow, and I want to make this a little brighter. Alright, so now you see like it has a little neon pop out. It looks pretty nice. And we're going to do the same thing with this one. And for this one, I have a bunch of presets that I've made for my tutorials, but what you can do is you can make one of these presets. So I'm gonna teach you how to make one of these type of presets, like one of these, and then one of these overlay ones where you can see through the middle. So basically, if I go onto, let's do this one, you want to double click it and then copy these settings. So I have inner glow, my inner glow is these settings, so you want to copy these, and then gradient overlay is these settings, so copy them. And then outer glow is these, and drop shadow is these. So just pause on each one and copy them, and then if you go onto this button right here and hit save, you can save this. So like you don't have to do this every single time, so you could legit like this and hit that, and it'll make it to whatever effect it is. And also Control Z on your keyboard, it will take you a step back. For this tutorial, I might be doing two. So to copy this later, you want to do Control J, but you're going to make sure this is selected. So Control J, and I copied it. It basically makes like the opacity more. But what I might do for this tutorial is I'm gonna make this like this type of color, and I'll take my eraser right there, and then go onto the top layer and hit, just like click with your eraser and hit OK. And it'll give you this look, and then you can basically just start slashing around. But you need to make sure that your hardness is up to 0, and you change that up here. You change the size, and you can like slash around like this, and it'll show the back. You could do that. And now we're gonna do Control Shift N to make a new layer, like so. And then we're gonna drag our paint tool, which is right here, or we could grab a gradient, which is this one right here, and then change the gradient to whatever colors you want, and then you can drag from whichever side and then let go on this side, and you'll get this little thing, and then you'll go to normal. You'll go to your blend mode, which is up here, and you want to do overlay, or you could do soft light, it doesn't really matter. Then change the opacity down, like so, and then you can basically just find whichever one you like, and keep on changing the opacity. And what you can also do is, if you want the sides to be less brighter and the middle to be a little brighter, you can grab the eraser, make the sides really big, make the hardness down, right? And then you can just like do this motion. It'll make the edges less brighter and get rid of that little fade, and I like the way that looks. Alright, so I might also end up taking a little stripes like these, because that looks sick too. I like the way that looks. And now you got the stripes done too. So basically what I like to add is the little, so if you do Control-Shift-N, hit OK, and then you can switch the color palette for the paintbrush right here. You can hit that and make it white. And now if you hold shift on your keyboard and drag to the left, you'll get this little straight border like that, and then you can hit overlay and it makes like this little nice effect. You can make it like straight like that, or you can make it like, I mean, you can make it less hardened or hardened. Hardened is like this, like so. It looks like that, and hit overlay. But that's a little fat, so I'm gonna grab my eraser, erase it like that much. And I made a custom one of these with my logo at the top right, so if you look at any of my tutorials, you'll see like at the top left there's a logo and there's some spikes coming out. Alright, we can also add triangles, because I know a lot of you guys like triangles, so I'm gonna drag in my triangle pack. This will also be linked in the description below. It's basically just a triangle with a clear background, so you can just place it onto your file, and you can place it on like this, and you can also add a style to it. So like I can add one of my presets, and that's probably what I'm going to do for this tutorial. So basically, once you have the preset made for this one, the bottom or the top one, you can right click it, hit copy layer style, go to the top, and then paste it in like that, and you should have it. And then you can resize it by doing Control T yet again. Yeah, so if you liked the video, make sure to drop a like, comment JP is back if you made it this far, and like always, I'll catch you in another video. Peace.